Hey folks, rain's been pretty quiet across the valley this afternoon into this evening. We had a little batch of showers in the eastern part of the valley early today, but those have since moved out and there's just not much left out there. Things really quieting down now, and it should be quiet the rest of the night, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see something way over to the west in the mountains. We'll watch for that could sneak in, but I think for the most part it's a dry night. Here's what we see on satellite. We do have some high clouds rolling across, and if we push back a little bit in a minute, you're going to see there's an awful lot of moisture to the north of us. There's going to be some big time rainfall in parts of North Texas up into Oklahoma, and we're going to be on the southern edge looking up at it. For us, tomorrow's a mainly dry day. If sea breeze tries, could trigger an isolated shower, but for the most part, I think the day stays dry. Saturday starts on a dry note, but as the day goes on, showers and likely some thunderstorms start to flare up and then sneak into the valley Friday night, or Saturday night rather, into Sunday. And I think Sunday could be a rather damp day as well at this point. We're looking at about a 50 to 60% chance of rain over the weekend. And some of the rain could be heavy, and it may not rain the whole time, but if you get rained on, you could pick up couple of inches pretty quickly. This has potential to be some pretty heavy rain this weekend. Now, temperature-wise, the normal high is 91. We'll be above that tomorrow. Chance of rain goes up a little Saturday. The temperature comes down. The chance of rain goes up more Sunday, and the temperature comes down a little more, about 88 for a high. But look at the rest of Texas. Notice down here there's not much, but once you get north of the valley, there's rain from here all the way up to Dallas and beyond. And coming into the west, a big batch of moisture coming off the Pacific Ocean, the remnants of Tropical Depression 19E. Well, all that moisture comes together over Texas as the front moves into the state, and that's a combination that's going to lead to big-time rainfall North Texas and Oklahoma tomorrow. Again, we're going to be way south looking in, and I think tomorrow should be a mainly dry day for us. Saturday, that front keeps moving and keeps triggering rain. The heavy stuff moves eastward, but notice now as that moisture kind of gets squeezed down into South Texas, Saturday we see showers and perhaps a couple of thunderstorms. Goes for Saturday night and again on Sunday as well. That front stalls. It doesn't get here, but we're on the south side. We're on the moist side of it because behind it is drier air. So a decent chance for showers on Sunday as well. And even into Monday, could be some leftover rain then. Then chances taper off a little bit for the middle part of next week, and then they ramp back up the end of next week as some more fronts get into Texas, and maybe, just maybe, something could sneak this far south. Here's a look at the Atlantic. Look at all this stuff. We've got 4 systems we're tracking. One just coming off Africa, slight chance, up to 20% chance of developing over 5 days. This one, 10%, 2 to 5 days. This guy up here, 10 to 20%, kind of curling back around, and then way out in the North Atlantic, this system just kind of not existent yet, but has a 50% chance of developing over the next 5 days. So we're not quite done yet with hurricane season. We'll keep an eye on the Atlantic for you. In the Bay, wind southeast 10 to 15 knots, moderate chop. High temperature tomorrow about 89 at the beach. There's a low risk of rip currents. There are the tides at the jetties, 338 and 747. So for tonight, a mainly dry night, 78 for a low, southeast winds. Then tomorrow, right back up to 95 again with spotty storms, but only about a 20% probability tomorrow. Most areas are dry. Saturday into Sunday, I think we've got a decent chance for showers and storms. That keeps Sunday just a little bit cooler. Next week, we start to warm up a little bit back in the 90s again. We can't rule out a shower any day. And then by Thursday, we see the chances start to go back up again as we see a couple of fronts just to the north of the valley. That is your updated First Warn 5 forecast.